One of the things that happened early on was a discovery that there were whole fields of endeavor in classical studies, some of them obvious things in material culture, but others in fields like ancient economics, law, geography, that research has encouraged, and a great deal has been done, that weren't represented in the dictionary before, or not very well. It became necessary to reconfigure the structure of the dictionary to be able to make sure that those fields were represented, either through new entries or through the revision of traditional entries. And so it becomes important that a primary research tool for the classical world generally be able to cover and to allow its users to integrate the data that comes out of those various aspects of the classical research endeavor. It's a field that seems to keep growing with you and constantly challenging you, always in some sense making you feel like a beginner. And that means you always come to it with a beginner's enthusiasm. That combination of the challenge of something new and the preservation of something old was really irresistible. In a way, the problems that arose with OCD4 and the reception of OCD4 were directly the result of the great strengths of the whole project, which is a desire and a commitment to stay relevant and keep abreast of developments in the field, where the OCD decided people really cared about things like literary theory or gender studies. And you want to start having thematic articles that help introduce approaches to the classical world. It's hard to distinguish those approaches, the things that will be said about them that really last, from those that in hindsight 15 years down the road will just seem to have been a passing fad. So I think it became very clear that what was necessary was flexibility, a flexibility that's not readily compatible with the print medium, but which is ideal for a digital medium, where length is not a problem, where you have the ability to edit and expand, keep up to date relatively easily, and people can be confident that what they're seeing is the latest word, if not necessarily the last word, on a subject. So there is a whole rigorous, extensive process of review. It is the process that's always been used. One of the most interesting things about digital work generally is that once you develop the capabilities, you start to phrase new questions. You find there are new things you could know about, new ways to look at the traditional material. And so the format of the work has to be open to the possibility of new questions and to facilitate what not just today's users may want to do or want to ask, but what the users 5 and 10 years from now may have in mind. The future is an open book, and we want to keep it that way.